Jeez. Hope that touches y'all like it touches me. Music touches me, boy. It moves me. And let's see, if I could get Beth George Strait tickets. Hold on a minute. I got to share my new share. Make sure we're sharing everything here. All right, so what we got? Look at that, y'all. Black Hawk. August 13th. We can't go to Ohio. We're not going to Wisconsin, Michigan. Man, they spend a lot of time up north, North Dakota, Billings, Montana. Wouldn't that be something? I've never been to Montana. I'd love to go. South Dakota, Indiana, Branson, Missouri. Now, we had a bad experience last time I went to Branson. Let's see. Pennsylvania, South Carolina. You're getting closer, baby. Nashville, Tennessee. There it is right there. October 23rd, my 22nd anniversary. Right there we are. That would be good. But Best got to go see George Strait first. I got to figure out if I'm going to use my donkey money to buy George Strait tickets. It's a lot of money. All right, let's see what we got going on today. Hope y'all having a great day. Let's see. We got Short Ball with us. Ken is with us. Yeah, Ken, don't worry about Monday. We'll figure out another day. I just threw up a day. So Ken's going to take a class once a month. Beth and I are going to go on a road trip, travel the world. Well, travel Alabama to Georgia, I guess, till we got to pick the kids up. Laurent is in with us today. Dwayne's with us. Drew's with us. So, hey. All right, let's kick it off. I'm in a good mood today because I hopped on the scale. Now, some of y'all sit there and go, my God, you fat glass wearing son of a whatever you are. You'll still say, man, you are a tubby little monster. And I am, but I'm not as tubby as I used to be. So 22 years ago, this October, when we got married, my weight was now see, this is where a lot of you freak out. Oh my gosh, you just let yourself go, man. And it's 22 years ago, I weighed 325 pounds. I was so proud of myself because my highest weight was 464 pounds. Now that's tubby. So now, guess what it is? As of today, I dropped on the old scale, not 325, not 464, but 323.6. I am less than when I got married. How about that? I'm excited about that. All right, so speaking of all things tubby, let's see what the market is today. Let's check our AD first. AD line is anemic at a negative 167. That means we got more decliners over advancers, right? But the market is up. Check this out. It's up 3.25. How can that be? How is that possible? All right, so AD is anemic. It was making lower lows. You see the lower lows. And now we're at lunchtime, choppy. So we're just chopping back and forth. We had a very small opening range today, which has been the case the last few days. Look at there. The opening 15 minutes was a 44.33 to 44.40, 7-point range. This, I do believe, was the overnight low, that little pink. The blue is the overnight high. Check it out, darling. We just tested the overnight high. And what did it do? This acted as resistance. So resistance pops down, and it pops back in. So what are we going to do for the rest of the day? Well, we're above VWAP. I do believe we're going to come back into this little area here. And then in the last 30 minutes of the day, that's when the buy or sell algos will come in. And I didn't even watch yesterday. I'm making the assumption that every day our little algos are pushing upward, right? The algos for some reason push upward. So you see here's amateur hour, the first 30 minutes of the market. There's the amateurs all selling. And then the pros come in and balance stuff up. So now we're at lunchtime chop. So that's kind of our market assumption for the day is, it's range day, go up, down, nothing too funky. So let's go to our other great tool that we have, and that is our volume profile with our ES. And I learned all different kind of stuff yesterday when I was playing on here, and I can't remember it. All right, so let's look at ES. Oh, wow, look. We had resistance at the 44.41.88. Go figure, because we know that the market knows where we draw our lines, right? and it bounces off there, comes back up and says, hey, I'm going to try it again. And then it doesn't do it. And then it comes down again. Then it's coming up and it's going, oh, now I'm going up, baby. Watch me go. And didn't we say this yesterday? I think we said this yesterday. Do y'all remember when the point of control, well, was it yesterday? It was like down here, right? And what did I tell you? If we got some interaction in this area here, and we did, that the point of control would move up, which is a very bullish number. So the point of control now has moved up to our upper range of our fair value zone of the big green monster. And now we are testing it. But price is almost as if it doesn't know, y'all. It doesn't know that we know that price is over, oh my goodness, how big is that? Look at smaller. Over, yeah, so right here in this area, price is overbought. So we would expect for, price can go a long way and be overbought, right? It doesn't mean that the bullish movement is it all finished. It just means that price is overbought. And at some point, the market should, or the market participants will realize, oh, it's overbought. So we'll go back down and pull back to this area here, which is 44.32 in the ES. And it's kind of good. Now, when will that happen? When will that pullback happen? We don't know. And maybe there's even a greater chance that we'll have a pullback to the middle level here, our 50% line, because check it out. The 50% line is right in line with what we call the value area low, that little yellow line. And then the yellow line above it is the value area high. So now, what is something that you could do that's kind of an interesting cheap play if you want to do a lottery play? You could buy a butterfly near these levels. You could buy a butterfly near the 43.95. Not a broken wing butterfly, but a true butterfly. Place your strike maybe on that 43.95, the short strike, anticipating a pullback in the next how long? How long did it take to go from there to there? It took from Tuesday, Wednesday, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So what would my butterfly be on a pullback? Well, pullbacks go quicker normally than upshots. So I don't know, maybe a 7-day butterfly, 8-day butterfly, pumping it back here, expecting a retracement back to that area. Now, again, what do I know? I have not a clue. We're just speculating here. This is how I make my decisions. So now, would I sell a put today? Well, there's no reason not to, actually, because where are the pullbacks going to be? The pullbacks will be to the point of control, likely to the 50% line. Is my put that I sell today going to be below the 43.96? Well, I would speculate so. And we're above the 20, the 50, and the 200 moving averages. And we've got our other little tool that you and I use that works out pretty doggone good. And that is our little friend, the skew driver. And Jason is not with us, I guess, today yet. But man, did he do some work on this thing. Y'all, this is the greatest thing. So here's what you do. You open your skew driver, the new version. Make sure you got the skew version 2, version 1, blah, 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 blah. And then you want to pick whichever expiration is nearest to 30 that has valid on it. So it only gives us one. So Jason has fixed it so we don't even have to look at the expiration chain. He knows he's fixed it to tell us to go here. Because if you went to the 30-day and hit a sign, there's no 30-day expiration. So we got to go to the closest. And Jason tells us that one's 29 days. So what you do is you hit the assign button and it takes care of everything. Now then, you want to find how many points away from the money we are. Okay, wait till that goes back. It changes, right? Prices are constantly changing. So I kind of watch it for a little bit and I see when that thing gets to 5.2, we are 26 points away from the money. A 5.2, $5.20, 20-point wide credit spread is 26 out of the money. Okay, so that means your long strike is, or whatever you're doing, it is 26 points away from the money. So let's go to I created a little trend here. So we're 26 now. So what's this? 26 is today. And today is the 12th. So what's happening? We're seeing that this, and all we're measuring is the skew in the SPX. That's where the big boys play. Sometimes we play in the sandbox with the big boys. just trying to get a little bit of sand in our feet and our toes. So what do we see? We see it started up at 36 on the 2nd of this month, and now we've already moved 10 points, y'all. Now, today is the most significant move in skew that we've had since you and I have been following that. Now, what does that tell us? As this number gets closer to the money, so in other words, this number gets smaller and smaller and smaller, that is telling us that a downward move in the markets is, I will use this word loosely, take it for what it's worth, but a move down is imminent. What does that mean? Well, we don't really know. We don't know how big of a move that it means, but I will tell you this, we'll normally see these prices normalize. So what do we think that the normal range of skew is? Okay. Probably 25 to 35 is normal. So nothing is abnormal today, but you do see that skew is definitely going down, which means the downward move in the market is coming at some point. Now, this could easily go back to 30 tomorrow, could go back to 34. I mean, it vacillates up and down. But what we're going to keep watching is what happens if we come in tomorrow and this thing is 19. Well, then that changes everything. That starts changing, I'm going to start closing short put positions. I'm going to get ready for what I think is going to be a nice size down move, because this will normalize back to the 25 to 30 range. Now, if we ever see this thing get to 15 points away from the money, y'all, I mean, Katie bar the door. It is probably tomorrow or today that the drops happen. You'll rarely see it get down much below 15. So we're watching. That's what we're doing. So this helps me to make my daily trading decisions. So is it perfect? No. So we've got two big, humongous things that help us. And for those of you that have watched, you know that we really, really, really put a lot of emphasis on the Big Green Monster. And I have recently introduced y'all to the skew driver. Not my baby. Neither one of these are my babies. I take from other people and I use what I see is helpful. And I've used the skew driver for several years now. And to me, it's a really, really nice tool. Now, this one is something that you guys have seen. Some of you are starting to be able to even trust the Big Green Monster, where you go, man, I tell you, it's amazing how that price just kind of, does that around there. And dumb old price doesn't know that it's over bought at the moment, but it'll figure that out shortly. Now, where's the pullback going to go to? I don't know. And I don't think it's going to be today. So I can even sell options today, even though we're in an overbought condition, right? We're in overbought. Make sure I get that all right. All right. So let's just look at, I'm going to let price do what price does. And the first thing I think I want to start out talking about today is our Black Swan hedge, just to see where it is. So let's go over and look at our Black Swan hedge, because fortunately, we were able to harvest these long puts. So this is our very first one we sold, right? We sold 3, and then we bought 5 at $1.50, and we did that on June 11th. Now what we did is we took those short options that we sold. Let's see, here they are at 2050, and now we've harvested those. And we did it over 2 days. Remember, that was the one where y'all saw the order fill one day with only 2 options, and it did that the next day. So we'll see those orders. So let's go see those. Make sure you know where I'm finding that. I go to my monitor tab, I go to my account statement, and I'm looking back 7 days. So you see we harvested the 12 in those 4 tranches that we had. Great. And then we harvested 2 shorts in ES for 20 cents on the 9th. And then we did the remaining tranche on the 10th. And I just hadn't recorded it yet. So we did those for 20 cents. And I'll just say it all happened on the 10th. All right, so let's go back to our little spreadsheet. And so we did it on the 10th. So now, and this is what I gotta fix, right? Now we harvest. So date of harvest was 18. 21. How many days did it take me to harvest? 95 flipping days for me to sell that at $3.20 to close it at 20 cents. Sold it at 3.20. We closed it at 20. We've still got how many days left in the trade? 36. So we've got long puts with no short puts now. And that's really sweet. How much was the price of our harvest? Well, it was 20 cents. So it cost us a debit of $35.40 to close those. So now we got to do something here. Let's go to our hedges, see what it looks like before I make the changes. So right now it says we've got 5 completed BSHs. We've got 3 short puts that are unmatched long. So we've got 18 short puts and 45 long puts. 18 short, 45 long. But we got to make the change. And the change will be this. We call this after harvest long puts. And again, I do need to create, or you need to create a drop down menu for that, because it's important that it say after long harvest puts. Because remember, we said that we had 18 shorts and we had 45 longs. Now check it out. Now we've only got 15 shorts and 45 longs. What have we done? We have made our Black Swan hedge a powerhouse. Our target in our shorts and longs is a 0.6 ratio. So if you were to take 3 divided by 5, that's 0.6. Let me show you. 3 divided by 5 is 0.6. That's the ratio of shorts to longs that we like to keep, or try to keep it under that. Well, y'all, we are now 15 divided by 45. 15 divided by 45 longs is 33. Indeed, that works correctly. So what this is telling us is we've got ourselves something mighty, mighty good. And we are, let's see, we are net long 30 ES puts. This is micros. I got 30 ES long puts in my little thingamajig here. And ain't it sweet? All right. So everybody understands that this keeps up with that. So we've got Black Swan hedge. So now all I got to be doing is looking to do further harvest and get me some GTC orders. Remember, I have GTC orders running most all the time. Look at this one, y'all. This one's going to be sweet because, let's see, this one is at, let me find it for you, because I want y'all to see how special this is. ES. Where are my last shorts I sold? I guess it's here. Let's find them for you. Maybe that's not. That's the, that's the, what do you call it? The space trip trade. Where is my little thingamajig right here? I guess I have unmatched. Yeah, here's my buy order. All right, so here's my buy order to buy those back. Check it out. I sold these 3 options on the down day, and I collected $3.25 for them. All right, and I've got a GTC order to buy my longs at $1.50. So let's see what that looks like. I sold them. We go to this little thing here called the BHS break even. So if I sold them, I believe the number was 320, and I buy them back and buy my longs to complete my hedge for $1.50, and old Bobby gonna make $54.98, y'all, which is a nice little 2-person meal to the Longhorn, as long as you don't get an appetizer and you don't get lobster or a steak. I can take both the Longhorn. All right, so what am I going to do? I don't know. I've got such a big hedge now. I can be a little more picky, can I? What if I move this down? Because I've got 30 net positives long options here. So why would I not just maybe move that down a little bit? Let's move that down to $1.35. So I'm making this from a hedge into an income trade, which is really, really sweet. As long as my calculator works here. Let's see. $1.35. Oh man, come here. $1.35. $1.35. Sorry. Ta-da! So I make me about $100 on this whole trade, right? Isn't that cool that you can put a trade on that is a hedge and do it for an overall credit? Wouldn't it be cool if we could do that with our life insurance? I mean, we buy life insurance for the loved ones that we leave behind. Wouldn't it be nice if you could, don't tell me about whole life and universal life and all that, that you can pull life, pull money out of it, blah, blah, blah. But wouldn't it be neat if we could do something to pay for our insurance so that we didn't have a net debit for the insurance? We have a net credit for this. I could even get a little more greedy since I've got so many longs in my hedge. I could say, what if I move that down to $1.30? Now I'm gonna get me $100. Now I can start putting these things on and just, man, next time we get a down day, I may sell 6, depending on what my analyze tab says. So why don't I move that? Looks like the market's moving pretty good. We'll move that down a little bit to maybe $1.30. GTC. So I'll move that down to $1.30. GTC best. You can't do this in Tastyworks, y'all. They won't let us do a GTC order on that. Okay, so we got a nice little GTC order to buy those at $1.30. So right now they're, $1.65. All right, so with that being said, let's look at something else here. Let's see if there's anything we can, you need to always look and see if there's any of your shorts that you can harvest. So this is just green, which means I have long options, no short options. So I don't have to look there. There's no harvesting to be done. We've got 19 days on those. And we're just going to let those expire. And I think that is 20. So, I mean, time is of the essence, I guess, because these eventually do fall off. But right now I'm sitting pretty. So let's go to the 36th day. Let's just see what we got here that might be getting ready for a harvest here. This looks like Black Swan Hedge Mania right here. Look here, we sold those 3 for $3.30. Look at us. We bought these for $1.70. That's fine. We about broke even on those, but now we're getting a little more selective. So what could we do? This one is, probably a net price of 30 cents. So what you want to do is go here and click create closing order. So this is what we call harvesting. And we're going to close those. I like to harvest mine for 20 cents. So plus 3. So we're buying back our shorts and we're going to call that GTC, good to cancel. 20 cents, confirm and send, swash. And looks like we got another Black Swan Hedge here. So let's put an order in on that one as well. So I'm looking at my shortest expiration that has shorts and putting the orders in. So these are going for 40 cents. So let's go close this one, create closing order. Buy those 3 back when they get to 20 cents. Oh, there's nothing like when you're having a dream and maybe Farrah Fawcett's in your dream or whatever, you're there and all of a sudden the $6 million man, Lee Majors, is there telling you like, wait a minute, what are you doing? I thought I was with Farrah Fawcett. And then you go, hey, wait a minute, this is a dream. You wake up and you look at the market and all of a sudden you check and these little orders will fill when you're sleeping, which is really, really cool. That's called GTC there. Find those 3. But now, so we got everything done. I don't have any more Black Swan hedges. And I probably would let those 2 run. No need to go to 49 days because, these are not getting close to being harvested, right? Just go to your shortest expiration and do that. And I don't want to go ahead and put a GTC order on everything because I learned through trial and error and getting a margin call that some of these trades that GTCs count against your buying power. And I was like, why am I getting a margin call? What is wrong with y'all? I didn't have a margin call yesterday. And they said, oh my gosh, look at you, man. You're out of control. You got all these GTC orders, cancel them. So I canceled them and that did it. So, I like to have 1 or 2 going, the ones that are closest to filling. That's what we're doing. All right. So let's look at our hedge again, because I do want to spend some time on the Black Swan hedge before we go and do every other thing. So, all right, make sure we did what we did. We got this updated. We know what our hedge looks like. We got our hedge is nice and pretty. And check this out, y'all. What I'm about to show you is you and I have received credits of selling puts of $5,335. Isn't that sweet? And we've paid out a debit of $5,744 to buy our loans for our Black Swan hedge. Then we have harvested some of our shorts. It cost us $177 to do that. So keep in mind, the hedge that I'm about to show you cost us $586.20. And this number is going to get less and less and less as time goes by, because we're going to keep putting these things on for credits. Remember, I initially paid out $2,000 or so to put on 4 tranches. We sold 12 and bought 20. So this includes all of that and the other credits and things I've been doing. So this is really cool, right? $586. So we go to the Analyze tab. I say we go to the Analyze tab, click on Risk Profile, ES. We're going to go vol step. You can go 4 steps. I like to see it all. Oh my gosh, what the devil is this? This is never seen that whale looking thing there. It's because we don't have our volatility set right. We want to make it look right for what it would look like on a 20% drop. Oh man, I got to save this thing because I'm not getting all my price slices. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is good if you've never seen me set it up before. I got to save this though. This is just the problem of going to the new computer. So I'm going to change these to percent, to percent, to percent, to percent, to percent, to percent. Not that. Percent, Bob. All right, so I like my top one to be 15% up. And see, that's moving that little line over there, right? So 15% up. Then I like to see 10% up. You set them anywhere you want to see them. This is where I set mine. Then I like to see 5% up. 5. Then I like to see 5% down. That's 5 up. Minus 5. Got negative 12. Why 12? I like to see 12% down because that's where the brokers establish your margin requirements. So I like to see what it does at 12% down. And then I want to see what it does for a good old crash down to 20% down. Boom, boom, boom. Now, so right now, if you look at this, you go, okay, right now I'm up 1129. I'm down $2,653 on the entire trade. Oh no. Okay. So what do we got to do here? We've got our price slices made. We've got our volatility up. Now we want to see, we've paid $500 for a hedge. What does $500 get us? Because $500 goes quick, y'all. My new computer costs 400 something. That could have been a new computer and going to Applebee's for the night. So here's all of our Black Swan hedges. We want to take off the space trip trades because they're not our crash trades, right? So we take those off. 10, 10, 7, 7, 10, 10, 6, 6. Go back. Now we're going to see $586 or whatever it was, $586.20. What does that get us? Now let's see. What does it get us for a 20% crash? Well, I mean, just, you know, things going haywire. So I'll double check my slices here. And I know that 20% down is the 3557 line, which is this one here. So follow along here. $500, and if we crash, I mean, little legit crash. I mean, COVID's going to kill us all. We're doomed. The human race will be extinct in 10 years because they say that global warming is going to kill us, except they told us that 30 years ago, and we're still alive. And they said that we have ocean water in Tennessee, and we still don't have it. All right, so we're looking at this, and it says that we would be up. Let me draw you a little box where you can look here. And I watch this box right here. And we watch those bottom 2 numbers because those are my crash numbers there, right? Kind of see where volatility might be on a 20% down move. So you and I are going to be up 53,000 to 84,000. Ta-da! Now, why are you even trading anything else? If I mean, you sit there and go, man, I don't want to do short puts. I don't want to do space trips. I don't want to do anything. Well, start putting these things on and do them for credit. Make them income trades. You can, I mean, there are people who run the Black Swan hedge as an income trade. Just run it, you know, and you're making a little $100 on every your 3 5s, and you just keep building your factory bigger. And this little line here starts going, let's see, this little line here starts going up, 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 you know, and just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So it just gets stronger and stronger. So that's what we're trying to do. We're building the factory here so that in a crash, baby, you don't care. And at the same time, you don't care if the market goes up either. Why? Because you're putting these things on for credit. So if I'm putting something on for credit for $100, this 3 by 5 trade, and the market stays where it's at or goes up, what do I care? I'm going to keep my $100. whatever I'm gonna keep the credit that I put this trade on for. So this is a sweet, 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 sweet little trade. Right? I'd love to be up, double the account. No, is the 20% coming this year, next year, the year? No, I don't know, but it will come. It always does. What if it only comes down 12%? What if it comes down 12% in a crash? Then I'm up maybe 9,500 to 24,000. Could you live with that in a $50,000 account? Yep. That's the black swan hedge. And the whole time I'm just sitting here thinking, man, I can't wait for the market to go down again. Isn't that crazy? I'm sitting here going, oh man, market keeps going up, 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 up. I know my screwdriver tells me the down move's coming. Well, as soon as we get a down move, what am I going to do? Y'all know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to say, man, I'm going to sell me something for $3 when that market goes down. So where would that be? Let's just look where we would be. Of course, these would blow up, right? These numbers would blow up on a move down, but I'd go about maybe to the 3,000, get 3.25. So let's see what that looks like. This is where it gets fun. Then you go, let's analyze. Oh, let's see. Let's sell a single. And let's sell 3 of these. Do 325. All right, here we go. Now I want you to right click and I want you to analyze your trade. Analyze your, looks horrible because that's the only thing we're showing. So make sure you change this to ES, not ESC21. There we go. And this time we're going to click show all. Show all. And first of all, let me see hide position so I can see my simulations. They're showing here. Just make sure that's the only one. There's the 3 for 325. Uncheck it. This should go flat. Yep. So that's the only simulation I got going. So now we can go show all. All right. Let's just make sure though that these are still taken out. These are our space trip trades. So now we're looking at, what are we looking at? We're looking at our hedge with me selling another 3 short puts. So last time I told you we were going to be up what? 50 something to 80 something. Oh man. We're going to sell 3. Now it's going to bring that down to 16,000 to 36,000. Shucks. Am I still going to sell 3? Oh, heck to the yeah, because that's my plan. That's my plan, is to keep on doing these and building them up, right? So I could sell 3. Then you could say, I wonder if I could sell 6. I just wonder. I'll go down here and go, let's see what it looks like. 4, 5, 6. How's my hedge look now? Not as strong. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, we got lines doing this and that. Then I go down and I go, well, that says negative 11,000 to negative 20,000. Then I go, oh, heck, I ain't selling 6. You're crazy. Get out your mind. So this is how I use the Analyze tab to help me make decisions. So I go, oh, I see. So I can sell 3 and be just fine. Oh, heck yeah. See these little lines up here making me profit? And even making me profit if we get a drop here. Well, and too, depending on what volatility is here. But what do we have if we grind down to here? This ain't gonna work, y'all. The black swan hedge will not work on a grind down. So that's why we've got those 111s and we've got the space trip trades to pick up this area here that's scooping below that little 0 line, dash line that you see right there. So you got to test your thing. And I've written you a note, y'all. This is so important. I put it in red. So this thing here says I have permission to sell 9 short puts. Gives me, it says right now, Bob, you could sell not 3, but not 6, but 9 and get your thing back up. But I put in big red letters over for all of us. Just because we have permission doesn't mean that we place the trade. The Analyze tab trumps everything. The Analyze tab. That's where decisions are made. Everybody with me there? Good. That's our black swan hedge. So let's just see how everything else is looking kind of for the day. So I got to put my groups in, I guess. Let's see, groups. All right. First thing we need to look at is probably our little short puts that we do in the micros. How are we doing today, baby? All right, we're up $54. We're up $251.25. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. So what do? Let's go see We got anything over 50%? Y'all, we're at 60% on it. We got 50, we made $50 yesterday in the bank. I mean, that's Applebee's money, y'all, right? Look here, we got some McDonald's down here. You know, you could get off the dollar bill and then you right here on all of them. Every single thing that we have put on, even the one yesterday's already up 12%. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to close one. So I got 36 days on these. So let's close this little puppy here, get our $52. We're going to be a little greedy. We're going to try, since we're buying options, let's try to see if we can get $7. We will not, but I'm going to try it. Now, while we let that work for a second, what are we going to do? Well, this is shooting fish in a barrel. Let's do another one. You sure, Bob? We got the old screwdriver kind of going down a little bit. Yeah, but it's still a normal range, y'all. And hey, Bob, you sure about that? We're overbought here. You sure about that? Yeah, because I think that a pullback would be to here. Maybe worst case scenario here. Heck, maybe to here. I don't know. But let's try to sell a 10 delta. So MES, go to closest to 60 days without going over. Why? That's where I go. I mean, I don't know why. I back tested it and found some good stuff on it. You can go anywhere you want to. You want to go 78, 127, 49, 36, wherever floats your boat. But my deal is I created a rule. Closest to 60 days without going over. Okay. Well, let's go there, Leroy. Oh, man, I still got to fix all this stuff. All my stuff ain't in here. So where do I go fix it? So I got to go to option theoreticals and Greeks. We want to have delta there. I don't care about the net change. I'm going to have my probability of in the money. There we go. There we go. All right, so we're 49 days out, and we're going to go.
Bobby, that didn't all those changes. I think in your price slices and on your monitor tab, there was some change in TOS a couple of days ago. Of course, I lost all of mine as well, so I don't think it has anything to do with your new computer.
Okay.
So anyway,
so that's a good point that Rick brings up. So make sure that y'all go here and save your workspace, right? Save your workspace. I call my main workspace. It's saved. Now, the cool thing is, if y'all want something that's got all my garbage on it, I guess I could share that whole deal thing with you, couldn't I? Let's see, I've never thought about that. Y'all want to have my entire workspace, I can share that with you. Let me put that in the chat. You say, hey, I don't want to. Now, mine may not be fixed because, like Rick said, some of the things come out, but we'll fix it. All right, so that's
Rick. Where did you say you go to save?
Ken, I go up here to where I click that little gear at the top.
Yeah.
And then it says save workspace as. So that means it saves your whole thing, right? Your charts, however you got your charts, and whatever chart you want to put it on. So normally, I actually should probably do this. I should put my ES0 DTE day there. Let's see. It should save my scan settings the way I did my last scan on the Gap and Go. It really should say everything. So I go here and save workspace as, call it whatever you want to, Ken's workspace, roll tide, whatever you want.
Never
Roll tide. Okay. Oh man. All right. So what was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I was selling a put, wasn't I? All right. So now I'm gonna go to the 6% or 10% probability of being in the money. Ken brought this up, man. We don't like getting $16. I don't. So you know what I do? I get a little bit greedy. I go about to, it says 10 delta, so I'll go to about 11%. I kind of like getting about $18 on that. So I'll go a little closer to money. All these are saved. And let's see where that looks on our chart. All right, chart. Go back to our volume profile. 39.90 is what I was going to sell. 39.90, 39.90. Where's that? 39. Y'all, it ain't even on my chart. Heck, it ain't even here. And if we go to 39.90, look, I mean, it's, oh my gosh, is that honest to God what I was telling? We're shooting fish in the bucket, y'all. Come on. Oh, well, change that too. I was messing around with these links yesterday. Jason had me doing this and doing all these to change stuff around. It was pretty neat. I just didn't figure them out yet. All right, so here we are, 49 days. We were saying the 39.90. Where's it at? 39.90. 39.90. Y'all, that is way, I mean, that is way the heck out there. So I'm gonna sell that one. And I'm gonna go for the mid price, 1875. I'm tired of being a nice guy. I've been watching Billions. Matt ain't here with us. Matt's been watching Billions too. I gotta hurry up because I signed up for the 7-day free trial of Showtime, and I don't want to have to pay for it. So I gotta hurry up and finish like season 5 or whatever I'm on. But I was watching that and I go, you know what? These guys are just ruthless. I said, man, Axe and all that, and I'm like, wow, I'm too nice to be a hedge fund operator. I need to be like Axe, I guess, because they are me. But I'll tell you that. What's his name? Rhodes Giamatti, Paul Giamatti. Oh, he plays a great character too. And I love his wife in that show. I love his wife. Even though they do that hanky panky stuff. What is that stuff they call it? Anybody watch that show? You know, where she like puts an apple in his mouth and makes him lie on the floor. What is that called? Hey, different strokes for different folks, baby. So I'm gonna replace that order for $18.50. You want an apple in your mouth and you want a woman in high heels standing on your back, friend, that is your problem. No,
I'm not old enough to hear this stuff.
I can see me telling Beth. I said, Beth, we're gonna try something different today. She would say, "Oh, what are we gonna do? Get the little 5 and 6-year-old out of the bed with us?" Oh, okay, I got you. Oh man. But I digress. Or what was I doing now? Oh, I was buying this one back. So it never failed. I was trying to be greedy today, like Paul Giamatti and Axe, and that's not working. So I'm gonna have to pay 7.25 to get out. Now I may have to pay $7.50 for being greedy. Way to go, Bob. Way to go. Ain't nobody going to the Red Lobster tomorrow. Now it's gonna make me do $7.50. Unbelievable. Just losing money before my eyes. I'm gonna show it. All right, so here we go. $7.50, we're out. All right, so we sold at $39.90. Let's go back and look at that on the chart. That looks pretty good. The $39.90. Where is that at? 39. Y'all, please. Oh my gosh, I gotta make it tinier than that. Look at this. I mean, you see why that's shooting fish in a barrel? I can't even get it on the screen. Here we go. 39.90. Way down here. So let's see. Move that. That's an old one. All right, so we're shooting fish in the barrel. Let's see, position state. Oh, I even took off my beta weighting. Unbelievable. All right. So now, since we sold one today, I got to put him in his right little place, right? And then we'll go look at everything else if there's something we need to make some adjustments here. And then I've got the $1 million question that y'all gonna have to help me figure out something, because I couldn't sleep last night. I was up at 3:30 thinking about it, and I can't figure this out. So I'm hoping, look at there, we got RIT trades happening. Look at this. Profit on SPX year to date is negative 35.76. Why is that? Because remember when I did a pivot, I closed all those broken wing butterflies on the call side, and I was like, I should have left them on, but I was cleaning stuff up. All right, so now we got to move these little jokers to short puts, micro short puts. SPX, what is that? SPX -1, -1, -5. Oh, that's the old one. That's expired. Make sure I don't have anything there. Nope. Quantity. Those are all just little GTC orders, right? All right. Let's just kind of look at everything, see how we do. We know the hedge is down today, right? That's what the hedge does. It goes down every day till you need it. How's our first space trip trade doing? Look at this, y'all. We're up 162.50. We got a little profit hump happening on that. Y'all want to watch it? Let's see. Analyze tab. Go to ES. Go to hide positions. No, hide simulations. Single symbol. And then we'll go to STT1. There we go. STT1. And then change this from vol step to one expiration. I say change that to vol step to one expiration. Ta-da! There she is. Look at that, y'all. Ain't it pretty? Ain't it pretty? Love it. my little profit hump. And I love coming over here and doing this. Watch, make the profit hump go advance the days, right? As sands in the hourglass, so are the days of our life. So what's this? Look at that little fund just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And and then you go, give me a 12% down money because I'm going to be up $2,827, or I'm going to be up $10,450 at expiration. So that's what that is. That's a little edge to the downside. So let's see what our other one looks like. STT1, we got STT2. I say we got crap, y'all. Let's go back to today, see what she looks like today. And on this one, we are we up or down? Up or down, Bob? We are up $10.98. We are up $198 on that trade. I love that. Just looking at that. I want y'all here. I want you spending time with this. Bobby, I'm at work. Do it when you get home. It doesn't change that much. Sometimes it whacks out in the evening, but come home and spend an hour a day with this. Spend an hour on the analyzed tab. Just look at your positions, see what they are, understand what happens to them. You need any help on it? All you got to do is ask me. I don't know everything, but I've learned a lot. Let's see what else we got. So that spaceship trade's doing good. How's that Black Swan hedge doing? Good. It's doing good. How's this Black Swan hedge doing? Good. How's this spaceship trade doing? Good. How's the micro short puts do? Good. How's AIM doing? I'm scared to look. Ta-da! We're down $150 today. We're up $354. Now here's what I got to figure out though. PL year to date says 794.23. Now here's where we got the $1 million question coming. That says 794.23. What's my little deal say over here? The AIM dashboard says 1676.04. What's that different? I think it's because I ran Bain first and then I ran AIM, so I'm not sure. That was from 719. Let's see, from 719, we're up on AIM 1675. So from 719, that's when we started kind of repositioning that. But that ain't the $1 million question. I got a $1 million question coming up. All right, here's one I hate looking at because we bought 4 tranches, y'all. Oh, and here's the question you always ask, Bob, should I go ahead and start it? Should I go ahead and just buy 4 tranches? Well, if you do, guys, that's like $3,200. Zero on the day. What is this? Oh, I see. Here's the problem. It says it's down $3,200 on the open. That's not entirely true. Well, it is true. It's totally true. But remember, I have 12 shorts that I've harvested there. So it's not as bad as that looks, right? That's not as bad as it looks. So we're going to lose about $2,000 on that. I think it took $1,800 to put them on. It's worth it. I still hate looking at that. All right, BSH4, how you looking? Looking good. How's BSA? How's the 111 looking? Look at that, y'all. Our profit and loss on this face is 70 of that. And we're putting those in on the micros, right? Got another 111. How's it looking? Just pretty. 100% profit. BSH6 complete, looking good. The 111. The second one I put on is this. Now, when am I putting these on? Every day I get a down day, I put these on. And look how well they're working so far. This is a hedge as well, right? This one is up $108. I mean, it's like everything's doing good. We must be missing something. BSH7 shorts. So we hadn't bought the loans yet. Look, that's a $225. What if the market goes down tomorrow and you get scared? Or the skew driver tells us, I bet it's not going to go down. That's going to wipe out your $225 profit in one day. You could even just close your shorts. Forget about the loans. All right, this one, oh my gosh, BSH1 complete. The reason that it shows you it's down 350 is because this is the open. It doesn't show you the 3 that I sold. So that's, not quite as bad as you think there. Let's see. Broken wing butterfly. Oh my gosh, we're at 95% profit with 4 days to go. I'm gonna close it and leave. All right, now here's the one where Bobby Genius said, I'm gonna put on the long put spread. Well, that was dumb because now I've lost $48 on that and I'm waiting to sell that 40-10 if we get a good down day. We haven't done it yet. And then Bobby Genius does like a 2-year leap the other day. Well, that's working great. And let's say I'm up on silver, $77 a year. Though. That's not bad. So on that one, that's the one I did yesterday. We got finished, right? I've got this long-term leaps option. I did put the S on there. I didn't say leap. It's leaps. Some people get all bending up wide on that. So I went 43 days out. You know, I could have went, 7 or whatever next week. The option, you have to look at the underline that you're doing and say, is the juice worth the squeeze? And I got a pretty good premium for going out 43 days. Let's see what we got. I got another broken wing butterfly. Hey, we're at $45 on that. Gosh, well, why am I down on the? Well, I'm not down on the day. I'm up $55, $61 on the day. So everything looks really good. Now, let's take a mental break first. Then we got 9 minutes to close it out. So yesterday, the other day, I had, this is terrible. I shouldn't tell you all this, but coming back we went out to town the other day and was coming back. And from Carrollton to our house is like, it's about 15-minute drive. And you come back and you go, oh man, it hits you, that mood that you got to hit the bathroom, right? And then I was like, oh, I think we're going to be fine. And then I get to the mailbox and I'm like, oh man, what if I hadn't paid a bill? Like sometimes I forget to pay the Target bill. Beth goes Target, I hate that store. It's too much red. And I'm like, I need to get the Target bill, make sure I paid it. So we get the mail. And then these cars are coming and I'm like, oh man, I can't just pull into my driveway from where the mailbox is. It's a long story. So I have to go down the road about a mile. And I go, oh my goodness. And I said, we're going to have to put this thing in gear because I got to get back. And then, now here's the thing, I am bumpity down the driveway. My driveway is maybe, I don't know, quarter mile, half a mile, something. And, it's got potholes all over it. And so we're just jumping up there. And I said, okay, y'all, y'all clear out of the way. Daddy got to go to the bathroom. I said, Daddy ain't going to make it. And so the little redhead, the 6-year-old, she's like, let me open the door. And I look at Beth and I said, can she do it quickly? And Beth's like, oh yeah, she knows how to do it. I said, well, see, she's got to run. So we get out of the car and instead of running, what she does, she's petting the dog, she's, catching butterflies, swatting flies, whatever. I mean, she's doing everything but going to the door. And y'all, I am walking like the Tin Man on the freaking Wizard of Oz. I mean, I was like, I can't make it into the house. Anyway, so it was just a rough day. Now, the question is, and I don't want to go into too much detail. Did she open the door and did Daddy get in the house in time? No, I didn't. I just didn't. I didn't make it. So, you turn 50 and all of a sudden you can't control your bodily function. So what can I say? So it was a rough day 4 yesterday, but I've recovered from that. I'm much better now. Thanks for asking. All right, so now what we were going to do is we were going to look at the other account because this is the one that's flipping me out, and y'all going to have to get me on the path of righteousness here. And don't y'all act like y'all ain't there pooping y'all's pants either. We've all done it. It's just like when you're 51 years old, you start going, I may have to throw in the pen undergarments. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Nothing wrong with the pens. We all need them at times. All right. So let's log into this account because this is where I need your help.
Watch the movie The Bucket List.
The Bucket List?
Yes.
Okay, I need to watch that.
There's 3 rules of old age. Never pass up a bathroom. Never waste a good blank. And what was the other one? Never trust a fart.
That's true, especially the older that we get, Ken. And that's the thing. The last time that happened to me, the last time it happened is when I worked in Birmingham. So that had to be probably, I hadn't worked there since 5 years or so, but it's a long drive. Birmingham to my house, it's a 100-mile drive, And I have a long-standing thing that I do not go to. Well, number one, I got a couple of rules. I don't use convenience store restrooms unless it is in the. I'm telling you, I'd rather pull off the side of the interstate and hop down in the ditch rather than stop at a convenience store bathroom. Y'all, come on now. I worked at the convenience store. I saw what people do in there, and I don't want no part of it. So I don't do that. The second thing that I do is I never use the restroom at a restaurant that I'm eating in. I don't care if it's Kentucky Fried Chicken or Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. I ain't going into the bathroom of a place. I will stop somewhere else on the way up there. And I'll tell you this, never use the restroom at a Home Depot, because that's where all the men go. Now, I'm gonna give you away a little bit of secret here. You find the best place in town where women like to buy their clothes and men don't want to be seen. So in our area, in Carrollton, I can't believe I'm giving away the secrets of life. The secret is this: you go to Belk. Y'all ever heard of Belk? I think it's out of South Carolina, North Carolina, something. Anyway, it's a clothing store, and all my shirts are 20 years old, and they've all come from Belk because that's where my mother-in-law buys all my clothes. So before she died, God rest her soul. But go into the Belk, and y'all, when I go in there, it's like a man has never even been in the restroom. You can do whatever you want to in there. They got potpourri, they got magazines, it's like, this is amazing. They got little, it's just great. Where women buy their clothes and men don't like to go is where you go to the restroom. You go to the Home Depot, friend, let me tell you something. And you're a man, you are on your own. Never going to Home Depot bathroom. All right, but I digress. What was I talking about? Okay, so here's what I'm talking about on this account, John. Y'all have to get me into the mix here. My profit and loss for the year, $8,225.54. Okay, I'm good with that. And is that about right? Well, after commissions and stuff, yeah, because this account started out at 35 and now it's, I don't know, 42,000 something. We've got commissions and stuff I spend a lot on. So we've made, $8,227 since March 26th when we opened this account. All right, my question is, where is that profit coming from? Because we talk about Bain being so good. Well, if Bain is so stinking good, and I've recorded every Bain trade I got here, why does it tell me that my profit on Bain is negative $349? So let's go back here. And I fixed this up yesterday. Let's go to positions because I want y'all to see this. Help me, y'all. And let's just go to my stocks, which is my Bain stuff. Okay. And I added a little thingy over here that says P&L year to date. Now, there has got to be y'all gonna have to tell me what I did wrong here. So let's just add those up real quick. And y'all, tasty works. Y'all need a total. We don't want to have to do a calculator and do all this. So we'll go 0 minus 714.8 minus 7.4 plus 34.76. So this is all my Bain stocks, right? Plus $560.15 minus 10.77 minus 193.68 plus 355 minus $213 minus 95.34 plus 76.98 76.98 plus 410.83 minus 201.19. Now, what am I freaking missing? So, I'm sure that theirs probably doesn't include, well, it shouldn't have commission though. So let's assume this is, closed. My little spreadsheet that takes it every trade says we're down, what, $200 or so. So it says on my AIM stuff, or my Bain stuff, I made $1.54. Okay, well, I'll take you back to this. How in the heck have I made $8,215? I thought it was this, y'all. I thought Bain was doing it. See, y'all are quiet too, because y'all knew I was running Bain in this. So now how have I made $8,200? Okay, Bob, you doing it in your options. Okay. Well, what options do I trade? Y'all know what I do. I do ES, I do MES. I got the silver in there. I do SPX and VIX. You can pretty much say that's all the options that I trade. I don't trade anything else in this account. Can you think of for 1 minute anything else that now the only thing I can think
Bobby, look in the history.
In the history here?
No, go down to the column in the center where it says positions, trade, go down till you get a clock. It's history.
Oh, clock. Okay. History.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you got up here is you got what is that first one? It says transactions. And then there you go. year to dates. And the year to dates will be divided to be segregated by the underlying. And there you can get a picture of your what you're looking at, realized P&L.
Okay, Ken, thank you for doing that, because I want to tell you something. I logged in
It's all there.
See, I logged into the Tasty Work. Thanks for showing me that. This is great that we get together to do this. I logged into Tasty Works. I was looking at statements. I mean, you know how many pages of statements when you trade? I'm looking through there. I'm going, where are the profits coming from? And thank God that Ken is going to tell us where our profits have come. Okay, here we go, baby.
And I go to this one. Back when I was first with Tasty Trade, I did a lot of I just whatever the hot stock was. And so that was my way of sorting through this and figuring out what my personal dogs were. You see, I believe in this thing called, you got stocks that you're your friends and stocks that are your enemies. And my rule is if I lose 2 times in a row, or say 3 times in a stock, I'm done with the stock and never go visit it again. It's not my friend. And so this way you can see your performance.
Ken, this is fabulous. And I thank you for showing me this, because yeah, I looked for this on their website. I was printing out statements and transactions and everything. So now let's look at it. SPX, I made $3,177. That is shocking to me. That is just shocking that I've done that on SPX, because I've not run the RIC trade in this one. I've got one on now. I've done a couple unrealized. So profit year to date is 33.27. So that had to be the broken wing butterflies. That had to be the broken wing butterflies that I was running. That did, look at that, so good. So out of my 8,000 profit, this was the majority. And so we've got oil. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. Gold, we know that gold trade that is just the best trade that we ever do. And been putting it on for a while. That's fine. SPY. What have I traded in SPY? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't even know if I've done it. I mean, what, you know. All right, so let's look. This is very good. So TQs, UPRO, AGQ, UBT. So those are all of my. All right, how many do I have? I've got 12 BAME stuff. So let's see how many of those are profitable. One. Well, we'll go to, I guess, realized, or should I go here? I'll go here. So there's one. There's 2 that's profitable. 3 that's profitable. That one's not. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What the heck is a DRE? 10 is profitable. Okay, so they are profitable. Dang, that's weird. And I don't even remember doing this.
Probably the reason you're showing negative P&L in the spreadsheet is that there's an error in your basis. Okay, you do a lot of stuff to tweak that in order to get it to like to get your governor and things going, and you probably have tweaked somewhere, and you have messed up your basis.
I imagine that's the case. I imagine that's the case somewhere. So I need to look at that, because, okay, now I feel much better, because it looks like 11 or 10 out of 12 are really profitable, right? Okay, so I feel better about that now. Now
that's not that's a pretty outstanding record. You know, 10 out of 12.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel much better now, because I was looking at this going, oh my God, I'm the suckiest person alive, because I look here and I go, hey, this says negative 348. What is wrong? So yeah, I think, okay. Ken, if nothing else, this has been a great session for me, because I didn't know where to find this, because I was trying to, you know, but this now makes me feel a lot better. So look, the cool thing is I've only had losers on AGQ, which is silver, and those have come with late. I've had losses on, there's silver, there's an ES position, let's see, fix, of course, Cisco, which I shouldn't have traded, Qs, WBA, what is that, Walgreens? I can't believe I did that. You Erdy. Okay, so there's 2 losers. This one and AGQ. There's our 2 losers. So our winners are much higher than our losers, Ford and X50. Okay, I feel good now. All right, we can stop the presses. That was driving me nuts. I couldn't sleep last night. Okay, so short vol says Dwayne had to go. Short vol says on SPX, are you only doing the RIC trade? No, not really. Let me show you another thing I'm doing. Okay, So the Rick trade we've got on, I think I've got it on here. Let's see, positions, SPX Rick's trade. Okay, so yeah, here's the Rick trade, right? That expires tomorrow. We got 1 day on that. Yep. And so then we have some broken wing butterflies that I love. And apparently I need to love them more because as Ken has showed me, thank God I know this now. SPX is our baby. Take me home, country roads, right? $3,343. And I hadn't done maybe 2 or 3 Rick trades in here. The only SPX trades I've done in here are broken wing butterflies. Now, y'all remember the first 6 months of the year? What did I do? I showed y'all me recording everything on spreadsheet. On this account, I don't record nothing on spreadsheet other than that, the Bain stuff. Maybe I should. Maybe I should go back to it. I've tried to, show y'all if you want to do that, how it is to do. I like logging, but it was kind of cumbersome during our things. And I think y'all rather see trades than me logging trades into some spreadsheet that's hard to see on the screen. I may be wrong. If y'all want to go back to that, we will.
Well,
But-
Bobby, I
Uh-huh.
have not used your spreadsheet because I can't seem to get around. When I pick up your spreadsheet, you got your trades on there, and I'm not sure how to clear them out,
I see.
without destroying the spreadsheet. But what I'm doing now in my TOS account, I'm clearing out everything except for my hedges. And I'm going to start all over again. It's sort of like a reset.
Yeah.
And this is an ideal time for me to start your spreadsheet for on a clean slate, on a clean account, because honestly, that's the only way you can keep track of this stuff is if you keep track of the stuff.
Yeah, it is. And if you need me to help Ken, if we need to do a one-on-one and get it, kind of help you get it started, make sure I can tell you what to clear out and all that.
That might be the thing to do.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, I want y'all to be able to track. I mean, tracking is important. I've never understood how Tom and Tony don't do it. And I've tried not to do it in this case. But see, now, if I had been doing the spreadsheet on this, I would have easily known. Hey, those broken wing butterflies, little boy, that you ain't been doing lately, you need to be doing them again.
Yeah.
This is a very good exercise for me and probably an indication that I need to be doing it. So let's do one today. I want to. Let's just say, let's do a broken wing butterfly and we'll show that and then we'll leave. So let's trade SPX. So where do I like doing them? So I like doing them about 10 to 14 days out, 7 days out. I've got them, got them 4 days, 7 days. Don't know when to come on. So you go about 10 days. And I go long put butterfly, hit go. Then I'll break a wing, chomp. So I'll make this one 10 wide, this one 5 wide. And then I like to move them down where I'm getting between a credit of 75 cents or $1. Let's move that down, see how far we can go. Uh-oh, not too far. There's $1, right? So I'm selling the 37 Delta, right? And no, buying the 37, selling the 35 Delta, and then make sure that's 10, 25, 50. Yep, that's 20. So that's a broken wing butterfly collecting $1. Max profit, if you hit that thing, is $6. So yeah, I like that. Buying power takes me I could lose $410 on that, but I like it. Oh man, now it's at 90. I think what I'll do is I may let that work for $1. Right, send it up, let that work. And I'll try to let y'all know at the end of the day if we get filled on that. All right.